Everybody, I would like to call the Public Property and Parks Committee agenda. Madam, please, roll call.
Councilor Matul?
Present.
Present. Councilor Jacutis?
Present.
Present. Councilor LaPierre? Absent. Councilor Net?
Present.
Present. Councilor Allenson?
Present.
Present.
Madam Clerk, can you please read the first thing on the agenda?
Sure will. Okay, we have a discussion regarding 34A Essex Street, the RFP without restrictions.
Good evening, councilors. At our last meeting, there was a vote to put this out to bid again. As you know, this went out to bid several months ago. There were no bids came in, which was kind of surprising to myself, the planning department, and the purchasing department. There was an abutting church and a nonprofit group that for many years have been reaching out to the city, eager for the day to come where the city could, in fact, put this out to an RFP. Last week, the vote was for this to go out to bid again with an affordability restriction. But since that vote, the planning department spoke with the church, and their hierarchy above that authorizes them to make purchases, it does not work for them financially. They need it to be at market rate. So looking for a vote to go out to bid again without the affordability component. The planning department and myself don't have any confidence that absent the church / nonprofit that would get any bidders the second go around once we were informed the reason why they didn't bid.
Any questions from the committee? What is the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Councilor Jacutis?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Allenson?
Yes.
All right, that moves on. Madam Clerk, please read the second item on the agenda.
We have an order from His Honor the Mayor to hereby authorize and execute a grant of easement between the City of Lynn and the Massachusetts Electric Company, National Grid, to install an underground electric distribution system at or near 342 Broadway and all other documents necessary to carry out the purpose of this order.
This was a request from National Grid to Inspectional Services Department. It's fairly straightforward. They're looking to put an electric distribution service to connect 342 Broadway. It'll go under a city street, so they need an easement from the City Council, authorize the mayor to enter into an easement to go under the city street to get the necessary electrical distribution to 342 Broadway.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilor Jacutis?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Allenson?
Yes.
Any other new business?
No other business.
All right, what is the wish of the committee?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right.
But, yeah, I've known her. And we talked.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Ways and Means Committee meeting. Madam Clerk, please roll call.
Counsel Net?
Present.
Present Counsel Hogan.
Present.
Present Counsel Chakutis.
Present.
Present Counsel Walsh. Absent Counsel Field.
Present.
Present.
Could you please read new transfers?
Okay. We have $276,000 to the opioid working group fund.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $7,354 to the parking department for a prior year bill.
Motion to approve. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $2,862.24 to ISD for a prior year bill.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $518 to IST for a prior year bill.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes.
Certified, please.
$155,058.85 to the library for the FY25 state aid.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$25,000 for capital projects to fund a 3-year energy efficiency plan.
Motion approved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $24,000 to DPW to fund recycling dividend program.
Motion to approve. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. $10,000 to DPW to fund school signs and lines at Washington School.
Motion to approve. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes.
Orders, please.
We have one order that His Honor the Mayor is hereby authorized pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 40G, Section 8G, to execute an interagency mutual aid assistance agreement between the City of Lynn and the Northeastern Massachusetts Law Enforcement Council and any and all of the necessary documents to effectuate the purpose of this order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh absent, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes.
And any emergency?
Due to a meeting next week, no emergency.
No emergency. Okay. Any new business? What's the wish committee?
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I'd like to call the order the licensing committee meeting for Tuesday, December 9th. Roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Counsel Field?
Present.
Present Counsel Hogan?
Present.
Present Counsel Net?
Present.
Present Counsel Allenshood?
Present.
Present Counsel Meji Madre?
Present.
Present.
Before we begin, I just want to let everyone know that there is interpretation available if someone needs it. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay, we have a new taxi operator, Jairo Delgado Gonzalez.
Is Jairo Delgado Gonzalez here?
No, 12 Rogers Ave.
No. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to table.
Motion to table.
Second.
Second, undebatable. All in favor to table? Aye. Opposed? That license has been tabled.
Okay, we have Luis Garcia Zorilla, 130 Neptune Boulevard.
He's here. Excellent. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion
We
approved.
have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? None, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That license is granted and is ready right now in the
Yes.
clerk's office. Thank you.
Okay, we have a new livery company, Yaris Transportation, 22 Mariana Street. The owner is Lydia Reynoso, and she is also a livery operator.
Okay, we'll do both. What's the wish of the committee? She's here.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? None, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Those licenses are granted and they are ready in the clerk's office right now. Thank you.
And we have a new auto repair and flammable business at 860 Western Ave, Lynn Auto Repair. Daniel Mello is the owner.
Mr. Mello's here. Is that Ward 6 or 7?
Yep, Ward 6.
Ward 6, you good with that?
Yep.
Motion.
Motion approved.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion or questions? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted for Mr. Mello at Lynn Auto Repair, and it's ready downstairs in the clerk's office. Thank you.
Okay, we have a new auto repair flammable business at 1127 Western Ave, Palmer Boston Repair, Inc., David H. Million, owner.
Mr. Millian, you here? Anyone here representing Palmer Boston Repair, Inc.? No? Council Hogan, that's your ward?
Motion to table.
Motion to table.
Second.
Second, undebatable. All in favor to table? Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
That license has been tabled. Thank you.
We have a new address for a Class 2 auto dealer, auto repair and flammable license at 200 Blossom Street Extension, Dream Cars, Inc. The office moved to 203 Blossom Street.
Right next door, across the street, huh? They moved across the street in Ward 6?
Yep.
Council Hogan, you good?
Motion approved.
We have motion approved by the Ward 6 councilor. It gets seconded. Any discussion?
No.
None. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? That license is granted.
Okay, we have a new extended hour license, public hearing for this one. It's at 597 Essex Street, Papa John's. The dining room is to be closed at midnight and delivery orders only between 12 midnight and 3 a.m.
Okay, I'll open the public hearing for anyone wishing to speak in favor. Attorney Vitale?
Chairman, thank you. Nasia Khan is here. The facility and location is right behind City Hall. It's a new pizza operation. As the clerk read, the dining room would be closed. It would be open for delivery hours and telephone or computer call and takeout. Councilor Chakoudas is here. She's met Nasia, and I believe she supports the granting of the extended hours.
Okay, thank you. Have a seat if there's any questions. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor, please come to the podium, state your name and address, please.
Calvin Anderson, 12 Concord Street. This is becoming the, kind of norm, so this is a good idea. People like me don't like to drive out at night, after dark. You get on in years, your eyes fail. So you got to have delivery, and sometimes till 3 is good. Just want to make sure they're cognizant of employee safety by having everything locked and very clear, we're closed. But in the meantime, yeah, let's do this.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Seeing none, that part of the hearing is closed. What is the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Hogan. Councilor Allison.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can I invite Attorney Vitali, please? So what is the current time of our time of midnight? You extended to 3 o'clock.
This would extend the hours from midnight to 3, which is consistent with other like establishments in the city of Lynn. The reason that we close the dining room is for the safety of the employees. It's also so that there's no loitering of any persons hanging around with respect to it. It's only delivery, the internet, and that's the only way orders get filled.
I understand. And I'm glad that Councilor Chakoudas approves this because I, for sure, personally love to see establishments in the city extend hours because I'm a late sleeper. I love to go out at 2 in the morning, and the only place we go to Lynn near my area is McDonald's, and now they're closed. So we have to go somewhere else very far. So for you to do that, so I say thank you, and I hope you be successful with that extension. I have no questions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor. Thank you, Council. I spoke to the Ward 5 Councilor, Council Vice President Chakoudas. She was on board with this. She recommended that we make this motion and support it. Roll call, please.
Councilor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Allensag?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Okay, unanimous pass. Thank you. Bring it to full council. Thank you.
Okay, the rest are renewals.
Take them as a whole if we can.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve on all of them.
Second.
Second, any discussion on any of them? None. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All those renewals are granted with stipulations. Any other business, Madam Clerk?
No other business.
What's the wish of the licensing committee?
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. All in favor to adjourn? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.
Good evening. We'd like to welcome everybody to the Lynn City Council chambers. Tonight we got a special group here. Usually in the city of Lynn, we're constantly bringing up sports teams and things like that there and celebrating the sports community. But today we have a group of individuals that has been amazing in this city for many years. And most people know them as ITM because they've been celebrated and performed all over our city. But recently they went to the World of Dance in Rhode Island, and they didn't just go to the World of Dance in Rhode Island, but they knocked it home and took home first place. So right now I want to give it up for ITM. They're in the building. And when you put together a group like this here, it's very simple. It's a lot of work. And it's not just Coach Runner, but he has a whole staff. And at this time, I'd like to call Coach Runner up here first, please. But his staff of coaches and his parents, they're all amazing. And these kids are our future of this city. And remember, our arts and our entertainment are just important as any sports team. But I'd like to just bring Coach Runner up here. In a minute, he's going to bring us. Why don't you bring your coach up first, all right?
Yes.
There's a microphone here, so don't be scared of the microphone.
Everyone's just used to me yelling really loud. I guess that's the only reason why I speak in that manner. If I could have my assistant director, Diasia Long, come up. And I know she's in the building, but she'll be here in a second. Our lead choreographer, Hazel Jinx, is coming in. She'll be here in a moment. And if I could please have our two parents, Abuela and Sam, please come up. Also, too. Hazel, come on up. Fashionably late as always. And actually, Hazel, could you please bring the trophy also up too? Thank you.
That's cool. I love it.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to Lynn City Council for hosting this recognition. And on behalf of the city of Lynn, I am so excited to congratulate in the Mak'n dance team, ITM, for their first place finish in World of Dance Rhode Island. ITM, we are proud of you. We are grateful for your commitment to your craft. Dance is a wonderful opportunity to work together as a team to create something of beauty, to get a good workout. My wife is a dancer. She still takes dance classes, and I am always impressed by all the hard work that goes into it. I don't know how you guys remember the steps either. I wouldn't be able to get past the first couple. But these are just such important opportunities for our young people to be able to thrive, and they don't happen without the dedication of all of your instructors, coaches, mentors. I want to thank Coach Runner and your whole team. I want to thank you for the example you set for these young people, all the sweat and tears that go into those amazing performances. As a community, how many times have we seen ITM? There you go. That looks good there. How many times have we seen ITM perform and just elevate an occasion by bearing witness to our young people's excellence, and we so appreciate you sharing that with us. And I also want to thank all the family members and supporters, everyone that's driving you to rehearsal. I say practice. My wife corrects me that it's a rehearsal for dance. Driving you to rehearsals, driving you to Rhode Island, and I'm sure you've been further than that over the years. We appreciate that as well. And just know that these victories, I hope you savor them. I also hope you know that they mean something to the city. We're proud of you. You set an example for the next generation. Congratulations.
At this time, I'm going to bring Coach Runner up to say a couple words, and then we're going to call each member up one by one, and Coach Runner is going to help us with those names. So, Coach Runner, come up here and say a couple words.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you. I just want to say a big shout out to two people that are not with us right now who would be extremely excited. My grandmother and my grandfather. I absolutely love the success that we've had. But my grandmother and my grandfather were literally my mom and my dad. You know, they were the push behind me. My grandfather never missed anything that I had, whether it was performances or games. He was always there. And I just want to say thank you to both of them for giving me the opportunity when I was 19 years old to start ITM. These kids hear this story all the time. We started ITM as an opportunity for young kids to get off the streets and giving them a gateway to the artistic world through dance. And a lot of years I was told that this would not last that long. And I'm actually really glad to be on this stage right now with the mayor and with all the counselors and Fred, who's been around for a long time. You know, Freddie knew me when we were step dancing at the tournament in August for the basketball series that we have every August. And I just want to say thank you to Fred for giving a young kid out of the city of Lynn a chance, because that's exactly what I am. I'm a kid from the city of Lynn in these streets, and I stuck to my guns and was consistent. And I'm very proud of the organization I've generated and created, but it ain't got all to do with me. This group of people behind me right here, from Hazel, Diasia, Abuela, Sam, and we'll give a big shout out to our two other choreographers, Zeta and Brianna, who are not here, for the love, the opportunity that was provided, and the dedication that was needed for us to complete this right here. And I want to say thank you to the city of Lynn for this recognition, because it's definitely long overdue. I'm keeping it 100 with everybody right now. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And kids, I told y'all, you guys were historic. You made history. Congratulations. Okay, so kids, you guys are going to have to stand up, and you can make your way over here to the side. And this is our competing young ladies and gentlemen that worked really hard, countless hours, continuous moments of practices, making sure their performance came out great. So as I call your name, you guys come on up. All right, team, why don't you guys, Angel, bring the line down and come right over here. The first person we're going to call up is Jalissa. Come on up, Jalissa. Yep. Okay. Do you want to come this way?
Yeah, they can go this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jalissa, and then go right down to the front. Jalissa.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Here you go, honey. This goes along with you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of paperwork here.
And then go down.
And you say thank you. And next we have Angel.
Congratulations. That Angel.
One of three, win.
Michael Jackson.
Guy right here. Followed by his sister, Sky.
Straight A's, huh? There you go.
That could be his interact.
Followed by Miss Ari. All right, here we go. I got you, man. Kalia. Janira. Jashana. Janissa. Nevea. Brianna.
Like this guy.
Scarlett. Oh, you already know. Crystal.
Give me that.
Ire. I guess I'll say it right this time, Micaiah.
Congratulations.
Dina.
Congratulations.
Margaret. Where is she? It's okay.
All right.
Olivia.
Olivia. Nope. Congratulations.
And these are
These are your coaches.
Yep.
Arrange them, Mama.
Miss Diasia. Our lead choreographer, Hazel Jinx. Mr. Sam. And last but not least, our heart and soul, Miss Irma, a.k.a. Abuela.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to invite all the councilors up, please, so we could take a big group picture. And you guys can come straight to the front here.
Wait, we got one more citation here,
Oh, one more.
which is
Oh, yeah, good.
James Runner.
I know you see me doing all these things. No, it's amazing. Thank you, brother. Is it? Sure.
We'll stand behind
Scott. Say a few words. You guys, Scott's going to say a few words real quickly, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Sky. I'm the captain of ITM in the making. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the coaches, Coach Runner, Hazel, Taisha, and Zeta and Brianna for teaching us, pushing us, and believing in us. I also want to thank Mr. Mayor and the counselors for recognizing us and the ITM dance team. This means so much to us. Thank you. The journey to World of Dance was not easy. It took lots of hard work and endless hours of practice. I want to thank all the parents for their support, and I also want to thank my amazing teammates. Thank you so much for showing up and taking on the challenges. Your dedication, hard work, and discipline made this happen. We did this. I'm so honored to be on an amazing and talented dance team. As your captain, I'm super proud of you guys. We made history. Congratulations to all of us. Go ITM. Life is in the making.
Thank you.
Move forward.
Jordan in the back.
Anybody?
Call to order council meeting for Tuesday, December 9. Roll call, please.
Councillor Allensug?
Present.
Present. Councillor Chakutis?
Present.
Present. Councillor Field?
Present.
Present. Councillor Hogan?
Present.
Present. Councillor LaPierre?
Present.
Present. Councillor Matul?
Present.
Present. Councillor McLean?
Present.
Present. Councillor Meany?
Present.
Present. Councillor Meji Madre?
Present.
Present. Councillor Net?
Present.
Present. Councillor Walsh? Absent.
All right, moment of silence. Please stand for a moment of silence.
If we could remember the family of Dr. James Leonard.
Remember also my niece, Erin Galvin.
I pledge allegiance
To the
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
accept the minutes from November 19th and 25th.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Before we go on to communications, I just want to bring up, we do have a special guest tonight. We have Councillor Steve Everett here from England. Councillor Everett, would you like to come up and introduce yourself?
Wow.
Hello, councillors. I'm from the Kings Lynn Borough Council over the pond. So original plan was for me to come over here for my birthday trip because that was yesterday. And I kind of saw that there was City of Lynn, so in order to continue our twinship, so to speak, come over to present a gift to the Mayor earlier, City Mayor, and basically is to keep the relationship going for evermore. And thank you very much for having me, councillors.
Cheerio.
Thank you. Councillor, welcome to Lynn. Your visit is timely and perfect because next year we're starting to create a sister cities committee. And this is exactly what we're envisioning, a sister city from across the ocean away coming to our city and vice versa and establish that relationship. So we'll exchange contact information and go from there. Welcome to Lynn, Councillor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Can we get a picture?
Yes.
Can we get a picture? Yeah. Mayor, do you want to get up?
Oh, yeah.
Should we all?
Look at me. That was the first one.
Back up. Let's go.
Thank
Communications.
We have a communication from His Honor the Mayor regarding Gracie Road and Claremont Street. Dear councillors, I am writing to formally respond to the November 18, 2025 council order concerning Gracie Road and Claremont Street. Seeing the need for this order to be vetted through the processes that the city has established to review, like proposals to ensure that they are in the best interest of our residents, I am routing this request for traffic calming measures to the City Planner's Office, Engineering Services Manager, and Traffic Commission for review and consideration. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Sincerely, Mayor Jared C. Nicholson.
What is the wish of the council?
Motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Good. Roll call? Yeah. Roll call?
Counselor Allenside?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Matul?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor McLean?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh absent.
We have public hearings.
We have a special permit request from Brian Jones, 922 Flattery Drive, New Bedford, Mass., owner of Plumbers Supply Company, for a large format retail use in a research and development zone at 150 Blossom Street.
Do we have anyone wish to speak in favor? Please state your name.
My name's Tom DeMarcus. I'm a lawyer here in Lynn. I represent Plumbers Supply Company and Brian Jones. Brian is one of the owners of Plumbers Supply Company. They have a purchase and sale agreement to buy 150 Blossom Street, which is the old North Shore News Building, and they would like to put their business in there. They have 20 other locations in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island, and what they plan to do is tear down the existing building and construct a brand new facility, which will include offices, warehouse space, and customer service areas. Plumber Supply is a third-generation, family-owned and operated business. They sell plumbing and HVAC parts, primarily at retail, but also as a distribution facility to contractors. They have more than 300 employees, and they expect to add approximately 15 full-time jobs in Lynn. They're buying the real estate for $4.3 million. They're going to build a new building at a cost of about $8 million. The racking, shelving, inventory is going to cost another $2 or $3 million. So they're making about a $15 million investment in the city. It's in a research and development zone. The building's going to be over 30,000 square feet. And the use in a research and development zone for a business like this that's over 30,000 square feet is called, under the new zoning ordinance, it's called large format retail. And it's allowed with a special permit from the City Council, which is why I'm here tonight. We've been in constant communication, or regular communication, with Councilor Hogan for the last several months. We vetted the idea with the Mayor's development team, and they're enthusiastic about the project. And we would appreciate it if you would grant the special permit necessary to run this kind of business in large format retail use. I've got a couple of pictures. If you need them, you probably don't. But, I've got them and I never have them, so I'm going to show them to you. Just real quick. This is an aerial shot. This is the building, Alley Street, Blossom Street. The address is 150 Blossom Street. And this is what the existing building looks like. Are these even worthwhile? Can you see them? Okay. And then this is the same aerial shot with the new building superimposed. You can see a lot of green space around the perimeter, parking. And just to contrast what's there, which is kind of a rundown, very old rundown building, these are the proposed elevations of the new building. This is the side that'll face Blossom Street. This is the side that'll face Alley Street. And these are the other two sides. So if you've been to their website, which I don't know if you have, but they have photos of all their buildings, their other 20 locations on their websites. And they're all very well designed, very attractive buildings, very well maintained, and they're going to do the same thing here in Lynn. I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
No questions? Councilor LaPierre?
Just one clarifying question, Attorney DeMarcus, is when you say retail use, is this a wholesale or is this open to the public or contractors only? Who is going to be able to go into this building?
It's the public and contractors. It's sort of like the same people that go into a Home Depot. You know, you're doing a project at your house, you might go get the parts. Contractor might be building a 6-family house, he'll go get all the supplies, the fixtures, the toilets and the sinks.
Vanities, all that.
Vanities for all 6 apartments.
Okay.
Right. Well, thank you. If you'd like to have a seat, just in case we have a few more questions. I'm going to continue. Would anyone else like to speak in favor? Anyone else like to speak in favor? That part.
Calvin Anderson, 12 Concord Street. I've had my eye on this site for quite a while because I frequent the aftermarket, not dealer repair alley or road, which is Alley Street and Bennett Street. So this place has been on the corner for years, and it's an eyesore. And this has the opportunity to be, because it's such a corner and high-profile spot on 2 very major streets, to be the beginning of a little minor of revitalization in that neighborhood. Now, this piqued my interest enough that I went to the ZBA meeting, and it passed. Now, the only thing that they were talking about that might not comply with the new zoning is the 21-foot interior ceilings or whatever. But they seem to address that by having the mezzanine. So if there's any need for even any future tenants, which I can't even see, a state-old family business, multi-generational, ever changing hands with this use. So it's really being built to suit and expressly for this company. So it's not a matter of in the future they're going to have some space to allow for bigger equipment and things like this. The mezzanine, it gives them the best of all worlds for future expansion. Also, they were amenable to discussion about landscaping, because this is, after all, a corner unit, a corner lot. So it's they were taking notes and talking about it, and I just want to go on record, like I usually do, with some not criteria but suggestions for all future development. They please get into permeable surfaces for the parking, and just to keep the water in the ground where it's supposed to be to vitalize our tree canopy. The use of solar and maybe wind backup or primary use for getting off the grid eventually. Certainly not gas, I guess, because the future of the Commonwealth is no more gas. This has been the news a lot lately. Also, if they're going to be doing some landscaping, we hope there's going to be some tree canopy. And if they're going to be doing some landscaping, hopefully they're going to do selections that attract pollinators, because when the bees die, we die. Anyway, I'm in favor of this project. It's about time this lot was used as an impetus to start the neighborhood being revitalized.
Thank you, Calvin. Anyone in opposition? Anyone in opposition? Anyone in opposition? That part of the hearing's over. What is the wish, Councillor Hogan?
Yes, it's been to a couple meetings with them. They also came before the mayor's development team. And speaking with the residents around this property, they didn't want another apartment building. So getting this here is a good thing. And the owner has agreed to do sidewalks around the place over. The sidewalks are real bad around that property. Also, the parking lot is getting done over brand new. So we have a new building. A lot of the residents in the neighborhood are happy, and they're willing to work with some of the neighbors too on our parking situation. So I'm just looking forward to having that old North Shore News building come down and have a new building and make the area look clean again. So I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Do I have a
Second.
All right. Roll call.
Councillor
I
Allenson?
had a question for
Oh, question, I'm sorry.
Discussion period. Attorney DeMarcus, I had a quick question. Sure. Just, you have to come to this, they can hear you. Thank you. They're just buying the building and rebuilding. They're not buying any of the other 2 local businesses that are near there, correct? The other 2 plumbing businesses that are already there?
No.
Okay.
They have their own business. Plumber Supply is their own
Okay,
business.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No? All right, roll call.
Counselor Allenson?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Beji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh absent.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Next public hearing?
We have a proposed ordinance to amend the City of Lynn ordinance, cleanup and changes to the inclusionary zone ordinance.
All right. Attorney Lamanna? Would anyone like to speak in favor?
I have a quick presentation on this.
Okay, I guess we're going to have a presentation.
Thank you, Council President. Aaron Clausen, Lynn City Planner, for the record. Just a quick presentation here to walk through the proposed changes of this zoning ordinance. There's essentially two elements to the package that was submitted to you for your consideration. The first is what we're calling just a cleanup and corrections amendment to a handful of I've got a little feedback there. I'll step back maybe. To the larger comprehensive zoning amendment that was adopted back in the summer of this past year. As we have that implemented, working with ISD and projects coming through, we've noticed that there's a handful of small scrivener's errors and issues that just need to be corrected. They're not policy changes. They're just changes to correct issues with the ordinance that was adopted. The second piece is an amendment to the inclusionary zoning ordinance that was originally adopted by this council in December of 2022. As you might recall, if you were here at that time, the city committed to reviewing that inclusionary zoning ordinance every 2 years to make sure that the requirements that are attached to the affordability for new projects is in line with market conditions and supports the creation of new housing while still creating new affordable opportunities for market-driven projects. So those projects or the proposed amendments that are part of this package are following on a study that was carried out by RKG and Associates. They're an economic development firm who does this kind of work, does a lot of housing work. They did the original study that informed the previous ordinance, and then this feasibility analysis, which was a part of the package submitted to you all. It informs the proposals that are coming your way. So briefly on the comprehensive zoning amendment, there's about 8 areas that I detailed out in the memo for you all that are map changes. And again, I think that the big picture here is that there are a handful of cases where a parcel actually wasn't even zoned in a district, so it was not in a zoning area. There were a couple properties that were miszoned. For instance, there was a residential property that was zoned as civic because the GIS analysis sort of looked like it was an open space or a park because it was a large lawn area. That's inappropriate, so it's changing that back to a residential R1 zoning district. And then there's a couple of roadways or paper streets on the waterfront that were incorrectly zoned or not zoned at all because they appeared to be in a mapping system to be roadways, but they need to be zoned. So we've included that in each case of the map changes. The proposed amendment aligns that property with the surrounding neighborhood, so it's consistent with what was proposed and approved back in this past summer. The second change is relative to medical office. What we found after adoption, it was a carry through from the previous ordinance that we've had for a while. The parking requirements for medical office were essentially unenforceable. It was the parking requirement was based on the number of lab spaces and employees in the property. Very difficult to enforce that over time because, as you can imagine, the number of employees changes without much notice at the building permit stage. So the change there is taking and moving it into more of a general requirement based on floor area. One parking space for 300 square feet that's consistent with other office uses and other best practices across the Commonwealth. The third change is relative to the mixed-use districts 1 and 2 and the R&D district. Essentially, again, a carryover from the previous ordinance where there was a limitation on the amount of commercial space that could be on the property for a mixed-use project. Essentially, it was saying the footprint of the first floor of that building was your limit of commercial space. As you all might recall, one of the driving policy issues with that amendment was to incent and encourage more commercial development, particularly in the mixed-use districts and R&D. So what we're proposing here is to remove that limitation. So if you had a development project in an M1 or M2 or R&D where the proponent wants to have office or commercial uses on the second or third floor and residential above that, that's fine. That's something that we want to encourage and incent. So that's what that change is about. Then the last change as part of this cleanup is relative to a new district that was created called the Riverworks TOD district. This is essentially the Gearworks property and some liner properties along the Linway in front of it, or in between Linway and the Gearworks property. In the amendment that was adopted in this past July, inadvertently referenced a height limitation to stories, the number of stories in those buildings. The new dimensional standards that were adopted as a part of that ordinance had nothing to do with story height. It had to do with dimensional height, so 100 feet or 200 feet. So that reference was confusing at best. So that's removing that reference on that. So the bigger change in policy-related changes that are before you are related to the inclusionary zoning ordinance itself. And as I mentioned earlier, we had committed to reviewing these periodically to make sure that the market conditions can support inclusionary zoning here in the city and that our requirements are appropriate given those market conditions. We did hire RKG and Associates earlier in the summer. They delivered their report in October of this year. You all have an access to that. And based on that, there were essentially 3 or 4 findings that they really identified in that amendment. I'm just going to, oh, here we go. Sorry about that. There were 4 takeaways in that study. One, the key one is that our inclusionary zoning requirement of 10% of new units in a multifamily project be affordable at 60% AMI can still be carried by the market. So there's no recommended changes based on their analysis. However, they did note that the in lieu fees should be updated to current market conditions and balanced across districts. And what that means is there's 3 different zoning districts under our IZ policy. There's the downtown, the waterfront, and the rest of the city, as you can see in this map in front of you. And what they found in their analysis is that back in 22, there was a pretty stark difference in terms of revenue and rent that could be garnered on a project between the downtown and waterfront and the rest of the city. Over the last 3 years, rents have been sort of balancing out, meaning rents in the areas identified as other Lynn, this yellow area, essentially the residential neighborhoods across the city, is increasing at a faster rate than in the downtown and the waterfront. The rents in downtown and waterfront are stagnating a bit. And then the second piece to that is that although the market still can carry this affordability requirement, as you move into smaller projects, they don't benefit from economies of scale in the market that a larger project might. So a 100-unit project can benefit from scale in administration, site acquisition, the legal and soft costs that go into a project that a smaller project might be able to bear. So their recommendation was to create a sort of a range and discount for smaller projects that don't benefit from those economies of scale. And then the last piece was less about the fee structure or the requirements themselves, but more about information. They indicated there's a need to provide more straightforward information to property owners and developers across the city so they understand what the requirements mean and how they apply to their project. And we are working on that right now in the planning department in collaboration with inspectional services to make sure that these requirements are clearly understood and relatively easily accessible. So what are those changes? In the downtown, because we're seeing a stabilization across the rents, you might recall there was this premium, this market premium in the downtown and the waterfront for an in lieu fee of 20%. So in the value gap analysis that determines what the fee is, basically the difference between a market rent and what an affordable rent is, that gets turned into a valuation based on the cap rate. On top of that analysis, the recommendation, what we adopted at that time, was that there be a 20% increase for downtown and the waterfront. Their recommendation was to remove that premium because we're seeing a balance out across the city. And then the second piece is, because of the issue around economies of scale for smaller projects, we've introduced a sliding scale discount for projects under 20 units. So essentially, if you're a 19-unit project, there's a 2% discount on what that in lieu fee would be. And then for every reduction in 1 unit in a project, there's an incremental discount increase of 2%. So for a 20-unit project, it's 2% beyond whatever that one was. I think a 20-unit project would be, or excuse me, a 10-unit project would be a 20% discount. And that's a sliding scale as you get smaller and smaller. Again, to offset the cost of doing a smaller project. The other thing that we found, so those three were based on the feasibility analysis, but over the last 3 years in our department and working with ISD, we've noticed a couple other issues around implementation of the inclusionary zoning ordinance. The first one is around the administration of an on-site unit. So if you, under the current zoning ordinance, have a 10-unit project, the requirement for affordability is to provide an on-site unit, a single affordable unit. So out of those 10, one of them is supposed to meet the affordability requirements. Along with that is a fair amount of administrative oversight or overhead. You have to create a deed that gets recorded at the Registry of Deeds that ensures that unit stays affordable in perpetuity. The second piece is that there's a tenant selection plan that needs to be developed and implemented with a lottery for selecting that unit. That's a fair amount of work and can add cost to an on-site unit. And again, it's harder to bear at a smaller scale. So what we've proposed is to increase the by right payment for an in lieu fee up to 19 units, so anything under 20, to sort of mitigate that additional potential cost. A developer or property owner may choose to provide an on-site unit, and we have seen that where a fractional unit was the requirement. The developer decided to make it an on-site unit. But we're just proposing to push that up a little bit. The last piece, again, relative to sort of implementation, is around applicability. So when this was adopted in 22, any project that's a multifamily project that adds a single unit is subject to the requirements. So if it's a single-family home that's becoming a two-family home, that multifamily would be subject to an in lieu fee of 10% of the total value of that affordable unit. What we have seen over the last couple of years is that there are a number of property owners who are looking to convert a 1 to a 2 unit that is providing housing for multi-generational housing for their family. So whether it's a child coming back from school or coming out of high school, staying there with them in their separate unit, or a parent that is downsizing and that household wants to provide a unit on site for their parent. That makes it hard when you have to go through a lottery process because you want to select who you want to live in that unit. And from a general perspective, multi-generational housing is affordable housing. For the most part, if you're renting to a child or to your parent, you're probably not going to be charging in the market rate. So we want to incent that. We want to support that and limit and mitigate that impact on property owners who are looking to provide multi-generational housing at their home. The second piece is a regulatory element. So you might recall in this past summer, we also adopted accessory dwelling unit policies and regulations based on legislation that the state had passed. Essentially, every community in the Commonwealth has to provide the ability for property owners to build an accessory dwelling unit by right. In that legislation, in those regulations, the state prohibits application of inclusionary housing requirements on an ADU. So for the second reason for making this change is to align that requirement with our multifamily requirements. So an ADU is treated the same way as a single additional unit on a multifamily. So our proposal is to just change that and move that up. And that's basically it. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
What we're going to do is have you take a seat, we'll finish the public hearing, and then we'll have discussion with, you can answer questions from everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak in favor? Would anyone else like to speak in favor?
Thank you. On behalf of Mayor Nicholson, I just wanted to express our support for this zoning amendment, and in particular the inclusionary zoning amendments. I think since 2022, the inclusionary zoning policy has demonstrated to be effective, productive in creating affordable units that the market otherwise wouldn't create, and bringing revenue to the city's affordable trust fund. As was written in the initial ordinance, we were going to regularly come back and assess the feasibility of it, and we have. And I think the great news is that the market can still bear sort of this base policy, and with some tweaks around the edges, we can make it even better. And there are certainly lessons learned. And with that, I just ask that you guys support this amendment. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak in favor? Come up to the podium.
Calvin Anderson, 12 Concord Street. I'm not speaking in favor or against this, but there was a letter in the item today that I think is going to be addressed. The changes to the inclusionary zoning ordinance are important, but remember, there were people for a couple of years who were paid the full fee, so that has to be addressed. Also, I just read that there was one city in the Commonwealth who has unconstitutional reasons challenged the very idea of inclusionary zoning. So I hope we all understand that that's going to have to play out, and it might affect everything going forward as a precedent.
Thank you, Calvin. Anyone else like to speak in favor? State your name, please.
Good evening. My name is Ruth Darris, and I'm at Tacoma Street in Lynn, Massachusetts. I'm actually speaking part in favor and part in opposition. I'm in opposition of the portions of the amendment that continue to give concessions to developers. Erin, you did an amazing job with your presentation, yet you continue to focus on all of the benefits for developers while you leave behind hard-working individuals like myself. And so, as a hard-working class Lynn homeowner in an R4 district who seeks to add 1 unit to my homeowner-occupied single-family home, I am required under this ordinance to pay for a 2-bedroom almost $12,000 and for a 1-bedroom about $8,500. This fee forced me to sell personal property just to comply, causing a serious financial hardship and making it cost prohibitive for property owners like me to help create affordable housing.
Council President, Vice President, can I just interrupt for one moment? Can you just remind that anyone speaking has to direct through the chair?
No problem.
Thank you.
City officials, including the mayor, principal city planner Aaron present here tonight, ward councilors are all aware that people like me caught in the middle of the original and then the revised amendment are suffering. We are suffering unintended consequences. And just like this gentleman just mentioned, there have been many more before me. Yet despite this knowledge, no relief or retroactive exception has been afforded to help those of us in the process who have already unjustly been burdened. While the proposed amendment before the City Council tonight carving out a future exemption for homeowner-occupied projects like mine, in other words, building units under 2 units, is a positive step. It is nothing. It does absolutely nothing for homeowners like me, already forced to bear the full fee. This lack of retroactive relief This lack of intentionality about taking care of the hard working class members of this community is a shame. It is sad because it is clear that the city admits that the hardship exists, but chooses to leave middle-class homeowners behind. And I state this because we just heard about all of the concessions that are being proposed under this revised amendment for smaller developers. Yet, nothing is being done for the hardworking residents already having to live with the undue burden that this ordinance has caused. And so I urge the City Council to go further and to enact retroactive relief or a waiver so that no homeowner has to sell personal belongings simply to comply with a fee meant for developers. Those with deep pockets who already benefit from a lot of different exceptions who claim to create affordable housing. True fairness demands that the city help those who have already been unfairly harmed. I also urge this body to use its authority to grant homeowners a tax exception pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 59, Section 5, like at least 11 other communities have already enacted, granting up to a 35% exception to help their homeowners who are working class residents offset the burdens caused by all the costs associated with owning a home. Lastly, and most importantly, understanding that there is a low level of civic engagement in the city, I urge the city to improve its efforts to disseminate information about these type of key issues impacting the community, because there is not enough being done to raise awareness about these significant and fundamental changes that are being considered before this body without sufficient community input. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone wish to speak in opposition? Anyone wish to speak in opposition? Anyone wish to speak in opposition? The questions?
I have a letter. Oh, from the
I'm
planning
sorry.
board.
Clerk has a letter to read.
Yep. From the Planning Board, dear President Walsh, at a meeting of the Lynn Planning Board held this afternoon, the board held a public hearing on the proposed amendments in the City of Lynn zone ordinance and zone map as advertised in the Daily Item on November 25th and December 1st, 2025. There's a motion by Paul Price, seconded by Steve Upton, to recommend to this Lynn City Council to adopt the proposed zoning amendments to the Lynn zoning ordinance. The motion was passed. All in favor? Sincerely, Robert Stillion, Chairman.
Do we have a discussion?
Yeah, I have a question.
Councilman
Aaron, I have a question for you. I just wanted you to elaborate a little bit more on the benefits to developers as far as not having to pay into the trust fund for housing. You said they have to pay less in some situations.
There's no benefit to developers relative to paying less in terms of in lieu fees.
When there's a lower amount of units, they're able to do something in lieu of the fee, correct?
I don't think I have a detail up here. Basically, just to step back for a second in the way the inclusionary zoning ordinance works, a project that needs to comply with the requirements is any project right now that creates one or more units, whether it's a single family or a 200-unit multifamily project. Based on the unit count, the requirement is to provide an on-site unit, or if it's a fractional unit, it's that fractional piece, whether it's between 10 and 20 units, is factored into a payment to the housing trust. There's no sort of waiver for a developer any different than any other property owner. What we're proposing tonight is to introduce a discount for projects under 20 units, recognizing that the economies of scale don't really apply to a smaller project, meaning it's going to cost a little bit more on a per unit basis to produce that unit. So based on that, there's a slight discount on a sliding scale down to 2 units, whether it's a developer or a property owner.
Okay, so it's whether it's developer or property owner. It's not.
It doesn't apply differently.
Benefits to developers.
Correct.
For doing less units.
That's right.
Okay. Thank
Any
you.
other
Thank you for
questions?
clarifying that.
Aaron? No other questions? Councilor Hogan?
Yeah, these changes that we have before us today are definitely better than what we had before this. And I can feel the passion that my constituent Ruth Darris has, having a smaller unit, having a smaller project going on and paying the prices that she did. But with us councilors speaking up and speaking to Aaron and speaking to the mayor, we did get changes in this zoning, and we're happy for the changes, and we're happy for the corrections and the clarifications that's on the first page. And going forward, the new zoning will help smaller projects and our constituents that are being burdened heavy by some of these fees that were in place. And I just want to thank Ruth for speaking up and having the passion, because her speaking up is definitely going to help a lot of people in the future, and I just want to thank her again.
Thank you, Councilor Hogan. Any other questions? All right. What is the wish of the committee? What is the wish of the committee? That part of the hearing was closed. Yeah, that part of the hearing was closed. What is the wish of the committee?
Motion approved.
Second.
Second. All right. Roll call.
Councilor Allensug?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Chakoudas?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Meany? Yes. Yes. Councilor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Walsh absent.
All right. Up next.
We have no public hearings to be set down.
All right. We have committees. We have public property. Councilor.
We had a unanimous vote, Madam Vice President. I'd like to make a motion to accept.
A motion to accept. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
We have Ways and Means. Councilor Net.
Yes, Madam Vice President, all unanimous vote of the committee, I make a motion to approve. Thank you.
Second.
Second. Will you come in?
Sure. Yep. We have transfers laid over from November 25th that to be read, and $40,000 to the care of dog expense to fund anticipated expenses for the remainder of FY26, $30,983 to the library payroll to fund a collective bargaining agreement. Certified funds, $155,058.85 to the library for the FY25 state aid, $25,000 for capital projects to fund a 3-year energy efficiency plan, $24,000 to the DPW to fund a recycling dividends program, $10,000 to DPW to fund school signs and lines at Washington Community School. We have the order from His Honor the Mayor, hereby authorized pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 40, Section 8G, to execute an interagency mutual aid assistance agreement between the City of Lynn and the Northeastern Massachusetts Law Enforcement Council, and any and all other necessary documents to effectuate the purpose of this order. That's it.
All right, we have a second. Roll call.
Councilor Allensug?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Chakoudas?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Walsh absent.
Councilor Net, were there any emergencies?
There's no emergency.
No emergency, okay. Thank you. Now on to license. Councilor Field.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. We have a unanimous vote by our committee. I make a motion to approve those.
Motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I do have, just want to say, Council President Walsh was not here tonight. He did have a work emergency, so he could not make it. Just wanted to let everybody know. All right. Any old business?
Nope.
Any new business? Council Hogan?
Good job, Madam Vice President. You did a great job.
I know my last time up here.
All right.
All right. What is the wish of the committee?
I make a motion to adjourn, Ms. Madam
Motion
Vice
to
President.
adjourn.